Little meditation journey really began with a man named Anandagiri. I don't sit still. Jamie, none of us do. It's actually a way for you to free yourself from all sorts of thoughts, to free yourself from limitations, to organically heal your body, to create inner peace, calmness. When I first began to meditate, it was just the same thing. I actually went to a Tony Robbins event and they had a blessing, and they did the blessing when everybody had a chance to do some sort of meditation together. And at that time, it was next to impossible to do it. Here, I'm not smoking a pipe or anything. Look at that. Now, I used to get a little weird about incense and things. And I was, I'm in a good place in my life. I have great spiritual growth happening every day. I'm in a place of tremendous growth. And I believe one of the main reasons and one of the main elements is because of meditation. I'm not an expert meditator. The first time I went to a little weekend meditation was in Dana Point, California. Has anyone ever been there? Really cool place. And when I went there, I met a man named Anandagiri. And when we walked in to the meditation room, I was shocked. Me and three friends, we got in the car and we were all super excited and pumped up and listening to music. And we were going to this meditation, getaway retreat, 3 days. We got in a little late, and the gentleman, Anandagiri, was in front of the room, sitting in all white, and the room, the energy was so still. There was literally it was like overwhelmingly, it was uncomfortable, like really uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable that I could tell my friends wanted to leave immediately because they had never meditated. They did end up popping in and out, but all of us went through this 3-day journey and learned about letting go, learned about existence, learned about relaxing, just not trying to control everything going on in the world. And Anandagiri there, he was fascinating, so calm, so just deep, that the average person wouldn't be able to handle this. And if you talk to him in person, we became good friends. His name Ananda means joy, and he has experienced many challenging situations in his life, however, seemingly unfazed. He always is happy. He has no connection to money. He has very strong control over his emotions and his mind. Anandagiri taught me how to meditate. And at first I was just like Jamie said. Jamie, I was unable to be still and to sit and to do nothing. All I wanted to do was run around and go. And that actually made it so hard to live, to create, to come up with new things. So this is a little trippy. I would encourage everybody to go through this process with me. Very simple. Now, 3 things I want you to do. Number 1, it's one thing I want you to do, one thing I don't want you to do, and one thing I want you to think about. So first, the thing that you're going to think about. Right now, whatever it is that's on your heart that you feel that you want to attract into your life, write that down. Whether that's love, whether that's finances, financial wealth, whether that's good relationships, maybe the better business, ability to go on a trip. You need a healing in your body, in any place in your body. You need a healing, a miraculous healing, let's say. You need some sort of blessing on your life. You need restoration in a relationship with somebody here or somebody who's not here. And I don't care who's here and who's not here. I think that anyone can come and anyone can enjoy this. And this is different than anything as far as what we do on a regular basis, because it's that ultimate ability to balance. And when people get and hang out with me, often I hear the question, I wish I knew what you were thinking. The reason that people don't know exactly what I'm thinking is because I'm not trying not to think. Thinkless, in a thinkless manner. To be able, as I'm writing this book, as I told you guys about writing a book called Alive, I'm doing it thinklessly, that each word flows onto the paper without thought. That it's just there, it arrives. I need help. I have no paper. Can I write all that down? What are you guys talking about? I need photocopies. I have 2. Relationships. Okay, write them down. Proclaim them. Let me know what they are. Tell people. Either it can be health, wealth, love, happiness, a healing in your body, a healing in someone in your family, somebody you know is in the hospital, somebody in something that you know is going on that you need help with. Financial situation that you need more finances to come into your life. So that one thought is all you're going to think about. Now, trust me, I know that might sound impossible. So if you need Jamie LeBlanc, if you need 10 things, I highly suggest you think about 1. The reason we rarely are able to get out of a situation that we're in is because we want too much and we think about too much and we do too much. And the reason our thoughts keep on going is because we won't let them go and we won't go into a thinkless place. Write or say thinkless, that you don't have to think. And see, one of the reasons that I'm a big believer, and it's not a mystery, is Stephen faith driven. I am all faith. I am a big believer. I believe that I was created for a particular reason, and through my journey of life, I need to live that reason and that reason alone, or I won't feel good on the inside. So I'm going to a thinkless place because I don't need to think about everything that I want. I need to simply move in the right direction on a regular basis, be still. And I love the book, Sit, Walk, Stand, because that's really all life is for me. So thank you for thinkless. I want to be thinkless. Thinkless. Tony, your health. Awesome. Today's your health. You're going to have a restoration of your health. And today, in the next 10 minutes, when we do a meditation, the whole goal is that you connect one tiny piece of your mind to your heart, to your body. So whatever the health issue is, you begin to bring it into your life and overcome the setback. I think, therefore I am. That's correct, Ryan Parker. I like you, man. Tracy Hamilton, pure awareness writing. Yes. Good relationships. D, that's great. That's what you're going to focus on. So you're going to have one thing you're going to focus on, okay? And that during the 10 minutes, we're just going to do 10 minutes. We're going to close our eyes. And I want you to do one thing during the 10 minutes and one thing only. I want you to breathe. All I want you to do is breathe. That is the whole point of meditation, that you can have the ability at some point to focus on your breath. Your life. Each one of our lives, I believe this with my whole heart, you have an exact amount of breaths in your life. Your breaths have a total. So the slower you breathe, the more enjoyment you'll have in the length of your life. I'm not here to say or predict you're going to live to be 80, 60, 130. I don't know how old you'll live. I just know you have a certain amount of breaths. So how about the idea of that each breath we hold and enjoy? And so when we're breathing, and this is the only thing that you're going to need to do, you're going to think about one thing, you're going to do one thing, and you're going to avoid one thing. The one thing that you're going to avoid is to worry about breathing, right? To worry about the breathing part of it. I don't want you to worry that you can't just breathe and you can't just think about this one thought. Let that go. Everything else is irrelevant. All you need to do is one thing: breathe. All you need to think about is that one thing you want. Tony's health. Maureen, your forgiveness. Virgil, wealth. Janet, to be calm. So Janet, this 10 minutes is going to help you create a connection with your mind, your heart, and your body to feel calmness in your life. Maureen, this is going to help you connect your mind, your heart, and your body to have forgiveness in your life. Tony, this is going to help you connect your mind, your heart, and your body to have health, restoration, energy, vitality in your life. Now, this isn't a miracle workshop. I pray upon this that we all have an ability to shift in this moment now. To shift in the moment now. To shift from a place of fear, a place of restlessness, into a thankless, abundant stream of love, of joy, of peace, of prosperity. Love. Tracy, this is going to help you connect something in your brain, in your heart, in your body to love. That you're going to have love for yourself and you're going to have love for others that flows freely in your life. So, what do we got to do? Think about one thought. Simply breathe. Don't get held up on it. I'm going to breathe in like this. I'm going to breathe in for 3. I'm going to hold it for about 5. And then I'm going to release. Breathe in, hold it, release. Breathe in, hold it, release. Everyone practice that. Breathe in, hold it, release. The only thing I don't want you to do is to worry about breathing and to worry about your thought. Jamie, before we begin, Jamie, are you at home? Keith, is Jamie at home? And does anybody else have anything specific that they want to write here? Because as a tribe, we are going to declare that is going to happen in their life. Jamie, can I ask you something? And if you say yes, you have to commit to it. Jamie LeBlanc, that's okay. I'm asking it actually, Jamie Chison. And I need to know if that's the way to pronounce your last name. Are you willing to spend 10 minutes and just sit down? Close your eyes. Just listen. Jamie's never meditated. Sheeson? Or Sheeson? Jamie, yes? So this is going to be your first mini meditation. And what are you going to focus on? I mean, I know you and Keith have that super abundant relationship, so I'm guessing it's not the relationship. Unless you're Sheson. I'm in my recliner, ready to go. And fantastic. Does anybody else want to write down anything that you're going to focus on in these next 10 minutes? Anything, whatever it may be. Your health. Jamie, that's great. So, Jamie, in the next 10 minutes, something will happen that your brain will connect to your heart and to your body, and you will have some sort of advancement and shift in your health. And all I want you to do is I want you to think about that. That's all I want you to think about as you breathe and close your eyes. That's it. Nothing else. That whatever it is, my arms always hurt. My arms always hurt. From now on, my arms are healing. Your arms are going to heal because you are divinely protected. And you have a healing coming in your life. And, you know, Jamie, I want you to really consciously just do your best. Because it's your first time. Maybe you only last 2 minutes. But we're only going to go for 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes, everybody. And this isn't going to be, we've already gone for 10 minutes preparing. So it's going to be less than that. Becoming a better servant. Mel, in the next 10 minutes, something in your mind and your brain is going to connect with your heart and your body, and you're going to have a restoration in your relationships. Lane, in the next 10 minutes, something in your mind and your brain is going to connect with your heart and with your body, and you are going to become a better servant. I am forgiving. Yes, you are, Maureen. Okay, 10 minutes. Now, if you're driving, you can log off now. If you're able to do this, do it consciously with us, so as a collective group, we can do it together. And if you get to a place that you're feeling really relaxed and you're feeling really good and you're starting just to stay in it, don't worry about the 10 minutes. Don't worry about stopping. Just keep breathing. You know, if things start to go real well, think about what somebody else said and all of a sudden wish that upon them. Have thoughts towards what they're looking for. Optimal health. Tanya, something in your mind and your brain is going to connect with your heart and your body for optimal health. Beautiful. All right. My hope is that some of my old drinking buddies are popping on right now. Like, what in the world are these guys doing? And that no matter what's going on in anyone's life, that for the next 10 minutes, we all have the ability to free ourselves from what may be the only prison in this world, that of our minds. The great philosopher Nietzsche said that our minds are like a fortress, and the only way that we can grow is that when someone else, a friend or an enemy, is able to share with us who we are. Ananda Giri said that awareness is the enemy of habit. If you become aware that the only reason that you don't have health, and the only reason that you don't have wealth, and the only reason that you have a struggling relationship is because of the thought that you have and you keep thinking, then you will be able to free yourself from that habit. And today, this is the moment that I want you to give yourself a chance to simply breathe. So close your eyes. Jamie, close your eyes. Jamie, I know you're meditating for the first time. I honor you for that. Tanya, I am sensing a soothing feeling right now, comforting. Tanya, because you are going to have something happen in your mind that connects to your heart, that then connects to your body, that provides you a way to have optimal health in your life. Close your eyes. Everyone begin to breathe. We got a little candle. We got candles and music. Everyone just close your eyes. I want you to breathe. Just breathe in. Hold your breath. Release. No worries of how you're sitting. No worries of your next appointment. No thoughts of what is to lie ahead tonight. Just breathe. Just begin to breathe and like relax, and when you exhale, just let as much of that stale energy, that oxygen just out of your body. That when you inhale that thought that serves you, your health, that your arms are healed. Now exhale all fear, restlessness. When you inhale that thought of wealth, of health, of love. And then hold it on the inside. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am love. And release all tension, all fear. Breathe in your thought, health, vitality, energy. Hold that thought. Know that you have the ability to achieve anything that you want. And exhale all fear, all restlessness. I want you to keep breathing. I'm going to speak for one more minute, and then we're just going to be silent and breathe. Now, no matter where your mind goes, just bring it back to that thought. And realize that this is just a moment of your life. There's nothing behind you. There's nothing ahead of you. It's this moment. The moment that you think about your strength, your vitality, your energy, that is who you are. This moment that you think about your finances being restored. And every dollar that you've lost in time and investments and businesses, that today you begin to restore that. I speak the spirit of increase on all that we do. I ask it. I believe it. I receive it. As you continue to breathe, all you got to do is one thing, is breathe. Think of one thought. Your health, your love, that relationship that you're doing your best in, that you're getting out of, that you're starting and recreating, the business that you're putting your heart into, the job that you're pouring your energy into. And each time you breathe in that thought. Hold it. Feel it in your whole body. Feel it in your fingertips. Feel it in your toes. Feel it on your shoulders and your neck, that the tension is simply a fear, a vibrational disconnection that you're realigning. As you go into a place of silence, have peace in your heart beyond all understanding. And just continue to breathe in, hold your breath, and release. Long, slow, deep. Continue to breathe. Focus on your breath. Listen to your breath. Feel it. Just breathe in slowly. 1, 2, 3. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3. Now release your breath. Breathe in health, health, health. Hold your breath. Release your breath. Your last deep breath, I want you to say health. Health. Just take 1 minute to be silent, no noise. And during this minute, each one of us in a different place in the world can become one. That we combine all of our strengths, all of our energy, all of our love, all of our vitality, all of our patience, all of our brilliance, all of our excellence, all of our wealth, all of our happiness, all of our love, all of our love, all of our love. All right, you can begin to come back into your space. Maybe you're already in the space. Maybe the kids are running around. You're in traffic. Who knows? But you can begin to just come back, acknowledge your little journey. So for those of you that decided to do the meditation, you know, a lot of meditation and yoga, they say namaste. And one of the meanings that I heard for that is the light in me honors the light in you. And that's just a great way to say, I respect you, I honor you. I know that you're brilliant. And we're going to do different prayers, meditation. In the days ahead with Heal, we're going to have a online prayer group that people can access to 24/7 anywhere in the world. It'll be online. We're going to have different meditation experts from around the world, spiritual leaders. I realize people are here from all walks of life and with all different beliefs and struggles, fears, challenges. I think we're all going to be okay. You know, we're all protected. I am the light. I am the light. And if anything happened or came up for you during that short amount of time that you want to share with anybody, you can do that here publicly or you can do it privately. Any sort of obvious shifts or advancements or things that happened that, you know, came up for you, or maybe it was just hard. You didn't even like chill out or relax at all. And that takes time. It's like anything. It's a muscle that you have to practice and use. And over time, you can get to a very good place with it that you'll be able to meditate and boom, anywhere. I think that the purpose of meditation is that you can live thinkless and you can release in peace. I like that, D. And that you don't have to take everything on yourself and the world. So I'm going to offer just a quick prayer for anybody that's here. And if you want to, you know, receive that prayer, you're welcome to. And if you don't want to receive the prayer, don't worry, I won't know. You know, for all I know, you guys could be at a keg party laughing at me. It doesn't matter, you know. I think that the beauty of the world is that where we are going in the world today is an amazing place. There's going to be a heavy amount of disturbance along with the Great Awakening. I believe that the Great Awakening is upon us. I believe that this is it's the decade of consciousness, that there's a health conscious shift that is happening and will continue to happen. I believe that there is no more hunger in the world today than that, the hunger of faith. There's a struggle for faith right now. The faith is actually the one thing that the common person in the world is seeking. And what we could do is we could ignore that and go on our ways and be entrepreneurs and, you know, do all these other things and, you know, go and do all that stuff. But at the end of the day, like if somebody's struggling and, you know, we're starving for faith. We're starving for it. You can see it. And yesterday I spoke that there's two types of leaders right now in the world. And the two types of leaders are the ones that are leading on, you know, fear and illusion. And they're like like, hey, let me scare you so much that you follow me, or you go and do something that I want you to do to orchestrate that. The other side of it is there's a huge movement going on that's a spiritual movement, that's a faith. People are hungry for faith because we don't want to be scared in the world that's what's going on around us. So thank you for sharing. Those of you that did whatever it is that came up, some of you are, I appreciate you as well. Thank you, Brian. Lane, watching the sunset helps me a lot. We usually don't think while we're watching them. I agree. I will have to practice. I struggle with the breathing. Mel, anything that you do that you know you're supposed to do that's hard, it's going to be worth it. If something's hard for you at first, it's always worth it. It's always worth it. If you take the hard road in life, you will live an easy life. Evelyn Duran, good to have you. I'm glad that was beneficial to you. Yes, good to hear. Breathing is the key. Brian, good to have you. Maureen, have not done breath work in such a long, awesome. Stephen. Okay, so we're going to finish with a quick prayer. If you want to receive the prayer, you're more than welcome to. And for those of you that have never prayed, we're going to keep it very simple. And you can have a simple prayer of your own at any time. And I like to pray because I think it takes the pressure off us. I also think that prayer is the miracle behind hard work. So I'm just going to pray for us generally, and you're welcome to receive it. Thank you, Father in heaven, for blessing us, for showing us each how to live and to overcome our limitations. We're so grateful that we have the power of technology and social media to be able to connect from all over the world. Thank you for a new day of hope and of blessings, and for increasing each one of us on a regular basis. We together speak the spirit of increase on all that we do. We ask it and we believe it and we receive it, that we will have a restoration of our health, that Tony will have a restoration of his health, that Jamie will have a restoration of her health, that others here that wanted and declared that they need a health shift in their life, that together we believe that will be done. And thank you for helping us through tough and troubling times. Fill each one of our hearts with faith that we don't know exactly where we were headed or what's going on in the world, but we are faithful and everything is going to work out. And we are here to help lift one another up. And at this moment, we let go of some sort of fear of the past, some sort of grudge or resentment that we've been holding on to, some sort of limiting belief that we've kept in our lives, and we let that go, and we bring back into our lives unity in the community. And as Elaine is becoming a better servant, that each one of us become a better servant, that our lives are connected so we can help lift others up. And we remember that each day when we have nothing else to give, we can give our love to one another. And thank you for that. Thank you for the love that you've given us, for the blessings, for the protection, for the abundance. Thank you for the prosperity. Thank you for the vitality. Thank you for the energy. Thank you for the relaxation. Thank you for helping us be calm and have chances to just simply breathe. And as we ask for one thing together, it's that we are each able to go through every day with a deeper sense of our ability to simply breathe. That we can breathe slower, deeper, longer. That you give us that focus daily on our breath. That we just continue to warm up our lungs, and we utilize this blessed body that we've been given to rise, to serve, to love, to give, and to live. we pray together on this beautiful day that we rise as a community here in America and across the world. Amen. So thank you for being here. Hope you received that blessing. The coolest thing I ever did is once I was at a big dinner with people, and I think everybody wanted to pray. And sometimes you don't pray because you're with a group of other people, right? And I was like, man, I should do a prayer. And I'm like, no, don't do the prayer. You're like with all the other people and you're just a guest and this isn't your place to pray. And I was like, but do the prayer. And so out comes the dinner, and there was 15 people. They were all multimillionaires and company owners and stuff. And I'm just some guy with my brother, Paul. And, I was like, do it, say the prayer, say the prayer. And I'm like, no, don't do the prayer. Well, they bring out all the food and some people start to eat, and I don't take my chance to pray. And what was fascinating is the manager shows up all of a sudden and he goes, hey, I've got something for you. And he has like the biggest crab tail I've ever seen. I mean, it was huge. Must have been 3 or 4 pounds, like one thing, crab legs. And he said, we got this as a little thing for the table. And then I go, let's do a prayer. Let's do a blessing is what I called it. Let's do a blessing. And everyone lit up. Let's do the blessing. See, because of religion, because of the church, because of all this stuff and all these rules and regulations and corruption, we've been scared as a world and a society to pray. And I think if we figured out a way to get prayer back into our lives, we can have a lot of things happen. It's like in America. You took God off the dollar and God off the I solemnly swear, so help me God. They don't say that anymore. They don't say God anymore. And a country that was built on God has removed God. And if you just think that God is faith, instead of getting held up on what it is or how it works, God is faith, and we restore faith back into our lives and we pray again, I think as a community as a whole, we can rise. And during that prayer, it was quick, it was brief, it was a blessing. And I blessed the meal, and I said that at this moment, right now, that as we were blessed with this beautiful meal, that somebody else in the world who's desperately looking for food, that they have the meal that they've been looking for. And it was a quick prayer, and everybody just lit up. After that point, we as 14 or 15 individuals finally became one. At that very moment, we became one. And our differences of where we were born and what we looked like and what we believed and what our parents taught us, all was washed away. Every bit of it was washed away, and we became one. That in that moment, through a prayer, a blessing. So I give you this. I give you this challenge that you bless somebody else's life. You bless somebody else's life. It's going to take courage. It really is. But if you keep it where you're not feeling that you need to force your belief on somebody else, you can give your blessing to them. So next time you're at a meal, tonight, tomorrow, just say, hey, would you mind if I blessed this meal? Close your eyes and bless it. Speak, goodness into people's lives and see what happens. Jamie, if you fell asleep and it was your first time, I believe that something happened and your body, your arms are being healed, that your body is being healed, and that something beautiful will happen in your life. And we'll pray on that, and I urge you to continue to meditate and to do that as well. Thank you. Thank you for being here tonight. Remember, the best is yet to come.